couldn't cry. I couldn't shout. Okay, I shouted a little bit. The pain was already getting to my brain, and I was like, I need epidural. I need epidural. You're not holding me.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of tuning in, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. Please guys, do well to always like, share, comment, and turn on the post notification bell to get notified anytime we drop a new video. So from the thumbnail and from the title of this video, we already know what we'll be discussing. So I'm talking about my labor and delivery story. A day that I can never forget actually. So backstory, I think it is common knowledge that for pregnancy it is always plus or minus 2 weeks. That is, you may have your baby 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after your due date. And I think it's also common knowledge that for most first time moms, you usually pass the 40 weeks period and have your child baby 40 weeks plus 41 weeks, and for some even 42 weeks. So, and you would usually go for your routine antenatal checkup. So I was already 39 weeks and I went for my antenatal checkup, and my doctor asked if um, I was experiencing any form or sign of labor. I told him no, I wasn't, and I was like, oh, you're close to your due date and we may have to like perform a membrane sweep for you. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I read up on what the membrane sweep looked like. And unlike for most people, it wasn't painful for me, but it was very, very uncomfortable. So I did it, and I was told I would fall into labor probably before Friday. I think I went to the hospital on a Wednesday. I was going to fall into labor before Friday. So I'm like, okay, no problem. We already packed our baby things and we dropped it in the car because, I mean, labor can start at any time, right, and anywhere. And Friday came, nothing. And I called doctor saying, if I don't fall into labor by Friday, I should come back to the hospital before 12 a.m. So they would redo the membrane sweep. Now, you know, it's something entirely different if you've not experienced something on and you've read about it or watched the video than for you to have experienced it and then you're telling you that you're going to experience it again. So that was how it was for me. I mean, they did the membrane sweep the second time, and this time it was painful. I think I might have even shed a tear or two. It was painful, and just was like, don't worry, for the end of the day or max Saturday 10 a.m. Even gave me a timeline, right? That I was going to fall into labor. I'm like, no problem. Saturday came, baby did not come. Sunday came. Sunday was Father's Day. I wasn't feeling too happy that Sunday because I wanted my baby to come. So my husband to celebrate Father's Day with his son. But baby refused to come, and then Monday, was it Monday? No, same Sunday, I started feeling very moody, cranky. I was crying, like I was just so irritated and all. And I remembered my husband always encouraging me and telling me it's fine, you're almost there. Like that was Monday. So we had breakfast and we had all slept. At this point in the evening, I think around 4 p.m. ish. And I went to meet my mom because at this point my mom was around. She had even come like a week earlier, and we were just gisting. I told her, okay, it's time for us to make dinner. Let's go make dinner. And as we were talking, I started to feel pains in my abdomen, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm feeling. I think my baby is being overly active this evening. Let me stand up. I stood up, but the pain kept coming. And I'm like, I'm not sure if this is labor, but let's just go and cook, right? And we got to the kitchen, but the pain was becoming more frequent and more intense. So at this point, my husband came into the kitchen and was like, are you fine? I said, no, I'm feeling pain. I don't know what this is, but I think it's labor. My mom said, it's definitely labor. But let's just hold on a little bit so you don't spend too much time in the hospital. So this continued. I couldn't stay in one position. I couldn't sit. I couldn't stand. I couldn't kneel. I couldn't. Every position was uncomfortable for me. So we waited, and by 8 p.m., we left for the hospital. Now, at this time, we already packed our things in the car since Friday, so there was no need to rush to put things in the car. So we got to the hospital. I remember my husband trying to hold my waist to walk me down to the labor room, and I'm like, Yes, I'm in pain, but I can walk. This is just Nollywood, right? So I got to the labor room. I was checked, and they said I was 2 cm dilated. Now, for most people, I don't know, probably my pain threshold is actually high, but for me, the checking part wasn't painful as such. Maybe the labor pain has overshadowed that pain, but the way most people would describe it, the um the doctor's check-in wasn't painful for me. It wasn't that painful for me. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful. To see him dilated, and they were like, okay, we need to move you to the ward and all that. It took them about an hour. At this point, I think it was already past 9 or so. I got to the ward. The nurse came and told me, oh, okay, we'll be checking you every 4 hours. And my husband told the nurse, oh, the doctor said she's actually progressing fast, and please can you make it 2 hours? I don't know. The nurses were just so nice to me on this very day. They were so nice. They were calm about it. So the nurse came back. I think around 11. She checked. She was like, "Oh, you're 4 cm dilated. You're progressing fast. You're doing well and all." I couldn't cry. I couldn't shout. Okay, I shouted a little bit, but I feel like I handled it well, basically. And I was told not to walk around, and that was like the best advice I was given throughout my delivery process. Cause the few time I tried to walk to the restroom and back, I felt like I was going to faint. So I was told to just lie down on the bed and all. So the nurse came back again, I think around 1, and she's like, "Oh, you're 6 cm dilated." At this point, the pain was already getting to my brain, and I was like, "I need epidural. I need epidural." My husband went to meet the doctor. Doctor said the person that was supposed to administer it wasn't around. They had to call the person and all. So the nurse told me, "You're almost there, right? Just endure to the very end." I'm like, okay, no problem. So they came with the wheelchair, wheeled me into the labor room because at this point, like, they had to start prepping for delivery. I got there, I was asked to change into a white cloth. So for FMC, you always pay for a delivery bag, and inside it there's a white cloth. I don't know why that you'd have to tie. So I did that, and at the point when I was 8 cm, the nurse started to prep. The nurse was so calm. She was, in fact, the nurse was actually got sent to me that day because like everyone on duty slept except her. She attended to me, and at this point, I feel like I wanted to explode. Right? I felt like I wanted to explode. Say that, oh, I think I want to poop or something. Like I feel like something is coming out of me at this time. They're like, oh, don't push, that's the baby's head. Don't push, else you will have a tear. And also check this, like your cervix is not yet fully open. I can't remember if that was what she said though, but it was like the place wasn't fully open, and if I try to push, I'm going to have a tear, and I wasn't like the outcome. Like she just hold on. I think she gave me an injection. I don't know what the injection was. She gave me an injection. She was explaining everything she was doing, though, but trust me, I could not recollect everything. So at the time when I was 10 cm, she was like, okay, it's time for you to push now. I think I pushed twice, and she's like, okay, baby said it's almost out. Have to give you an episiotomy now. Cut, right? So the baby will be able to come out freely and you won't experience any tear. I'm like, just do anything you want to do. Let this baby come out. So she did, baby came out, and I felt so much relief. I felt so much, it felt like they poured cold water on my body. And at that instant, I could not remember what labor pain was. I didn't feel any single pain. I was so calm. It was like there was AC in the room. I was so relaxed. Like I was so relaxed. So they brought the baby. They're like, "This is your baby. Is he a boy or a girl?" I was like, "It's a baby boy." I was just praying over my child. I was saying, "Thank you, Jesus." They went ahead, cleaned the baby, and I was there when they were done cleaning the baby. Then she came, and she was like, she has to do a particular process to bring out other remnants or blood to check if there is maybe bad blood or remnants in my body, in my system. So she has to go in with her hand. So she did. She did three times. It was painful, but the joy of my baby being there or more, it was enough for me. So she did that, and not long after, the doctor came and told me the procedure of stitching the cut I had, and they gave an injection. I don't know what the injection is. I don't want to call the wrong name here. So they gave the injection to help deaden the part that was cut, and so she stitched me. That went for about an hour, and I was up. Really, they're like, "Oh, you need to lie down. You need to." I'm like, "I'm fine. Actually, I am very fine." I carried my baby. So they had to observe me for like 2 3 hours before being wheeled back to the ward. Right, so they did that, and then I was wheeled back to the ward. And trust me, it was such an amazing experience. It was so beautiful, painful but beautiful. I mean, when you see your baby, you'll just be happy that you went through all of this process. And yeah, that is all about my labor and delivery story. Um, yes, so thank you guys for watching. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe, and watch out for our next videos. Thank you so much. Peace out.